pimping is hard work. They had a saying out here I heard when I came. I never heard this before. Pimping ain't easy and hoeing is harder. You scream that all day out here. Pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. And the hoe will be right behind him and say, hoeing is harder.
Say ho. Yeah, you. Can I ask you a question? You like the fuck? Oh, you don't like when I talk like that? Well, you like to make love, baby? I saw you walking down the street and I had to stop. Turn up a radio and I drop my top. I say you look so good and you're so fine. Young tender, would you be mine? I get you in my car, drive you to my house, cause I'm a pimp. I cold train you out, I won't ask, and I show won't beg. I reach right over and rub your leg. I let my hands slide between your mini skirt. Slip a finger in your panties, straight go to work. What time is it? Don't watch the clock. Lay back, baby darling, now rock the cock. Funky fresh out in, man, I always can. Freak nasty, I'm the man. I take you out to the finest restaurant. I buy you any damn thing that you want. You want flowers? I buy your ass a rose, but later on you coming out them pantyhose. You want gold? Girl, what's next? It's me and you doing the sex. So now you know I'm just a freak. Give it up, baby, I can't wait 2 weeks. I want it all, and don't say I won't get it, girl. Now I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't fight that feeling, bitch. Don't fight the feeling. Don't do it. Don't fight the feeling. Hey. Don't fight the feeling. Hey, bum ass niggas always wanna talk some shit. Turn around and then they gossiping just like a bitch. Frontin' on the gram, Snapchat and Twitter. The way you run your mouth, shit, your places with your sister. Hit the rules, watch your mouth when you're talking to mama. CEO, tycoon, and mogul chick.
Hello YouTube. Another impromptu video that was never originally intended to be produced. But I think the best way to start this off is to say that this is going to be one of those niggas amaze me type pieces. Now, I know that pretty much all of you by now here in the black sector of YouTube, as I've been, having my little drama with the sheep pimp frauds and a couple of brothers on here, for the past, I say week now solid, even as all of that stuff was, coming out, where I was exposing Paris Milan and everything, Paris and some other females, they were making a video about this other chick that I am not familiar with up until recently. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who Chrissy was. I didn't know who Nyla was. Didn't care either. Really could have given a shit less. But I kept hearing this female's name and seeing this female's name in the title of videos. I mean, she's all over everywhere. Tommy's talked about her. Paris has talked about her. Cynthia G's talked about her. Now I know Nyla and Chrissy have talked about her. A lot of black male YouTubers have talked about her. And apparently, again, going back to my history, I told y'all most of the time when I don't recognize a name or something doesn't particularly interest me, the only time that you will see me starting to show interest or, pay some kind of attention to it, where I might even mention it myself, is when it's just repetitive. I keep seeing the same fucking name. Like back in the day when that little Canadian sissy boy, Justin Bieber, was the big thing. He was the little boy toy heartthrob that all these little white heifers were running after. I didn't give no kind of fuck about Justin Bieber, but the media kept pushing his name right under my nose, right in front of my eyes, everywhere I looked, on the internet, off the internet. in between fucking halftime show at the Super Bowl. So I just had to figure out who the fuck is this little motherfucker that they keep talking about. So basically that's how it was with ZaZa Ali. And so since clearly something big must have happened, right? So I finally give in and I say, okay, I'm gonna click on one of these Negroes videos and I'm gonna see what the fuck all this fuss is about. Because again, I don't know nothing about this female. I don't care as far as I'm concerned. She's just another in a long line of, pro-black she-pimp frauds, which apparently she was literally that and then some, as I came to find out. So I click on Brother Sean James' video, and as you know, about 6 months ago, more or less, I made a video regarding that brother and how the producers over at Ghetto Gaggers were poking fun at the Black Manosphere by mocking him and stealing his copyrighted content after he made a video about Ghetto Gaggers. So I figured, since this is a brother that, I have a little history with commenting on it, I know he's a serious brother. Let me click on this brother's content and find out what the hell is going on with this bimbo ZaZa Ali and what's all the fuss, what's all the rave. And I gotta tell you, when I found out what all the fuss was about, again, I had that curious little puppy dog turn head to the side moment where I'm like, is that it? What are you guys talking about? Is that what's all the fuss about? Because turns out, and you're gonna understand what I'm saying in a second. Turns out ZaZa Ali is accused of setting up this conference. It was supposed to be a thing where she rented out some space in this hotel somewhere, and it was supposed to be a conference for clear thinking, I guess, Pan-African pro-black women. And she was supposed to be the head speaker. And she set up a fundraiser, I don't know how, through PayPal, through GoFundMe or whatever, where she was raising this money to rent out this conference center. At a lot of these major hotels, they have like these giant banquet halls and conference centers where, if you have a big event, you can rent it out for the night, and it'll cost probably anywhere from the high hundreds to a couple $1,000, and you can do whatever you got to do there. And so come to find out, she canceled, or she came on her, however she communicates with her audience, and she told them that the event had been canceled because she had been in a really bad accident. And this was only after now she rose $15,000. And this $15,000, I guess I can only assume, was put into a personal account where she claimed that it was, going to be used for the sake of setting up this event for this pro-black woman's conference or whatever. And so after she canceled it and claimed she had to cancel because she had been in a bad accident, she didn't offer to refund any of the money. And again, I don't know the full particulars of this, but this is just what I'm getting from a reliable source, Sean James. And so some of the black females, they were angry, as obviously, anybody would be. You pay somebody for something, you expect to get what you paid for, right? Pablo Escobar, he had a very famous saying for an infamous personality. He said, when I buy something, I don't buy a service, I buy a result. And his drug runners understood that meant, motherfucker, if you don't deliver what I ordered, or if you don't send out what I'm delivering, what I'm paying you to do, you probably gonna get a bullet in the back of the head. So you better not fuck up the customer service. You know what I'm saying? So it's understood. You know, I don't appreciate that either. But these females, they found out that this ZaZa Ali chick, she had actually canceled the event more than 30 days, like more than a month before it was supposed to actually happen, even though she communicated with her audience that this accident that she claimed to have been in occurred, you know, only a couple of days prior to her canceling the show. So, you know, then everything blows up, really blows up when I think CBS News or something like that, they got a hold of the story, and some writer, some editor at CBS News, probably a black female that was following this bimbo, she wrote a piece on it, and they published it in the form of a video report. And, you know, now all of a sudden, ZaZa Ali is front page news in the black section of YouTube for the past 1.5 weeks. Oh, ZaZa Ali, pro-black female she-pimp fraud scam artist, scams black women out of $15,000. Yada, yada, yada. And all you see all over black YouTube now is ZaZa Ali, ZaZa Ali, ZaZa Ali. But, you know, I guess I'm different. Well, I am different from most niggas, you know, because I think my stance on humanity, and, you know, the longer I live, the more humanity sickens me. And the more humanity sickens me, the more I find myself distancing myself from things that other human beings participate in, like holidays, birthdays, patriotism, you know, fucking politics, religion. And because I isolate myself, I mean, seriously, the only thing I do now pretty much is just work, come home, you know, eat, sleep, and make videos. You know, outside of exchanging a few emails with some of you brothers and, you know, some old cats I know from back in the day, and I mean less than a handful of people that, you know, I receive texts or phone calls from every now and then, and some relatives. I really don't fuck with anybody, because I realize that most human beings are, I mean, when they want to be, they're just fucking scum. And even the ones that aren't, they have baggage that I don't have time to deal with other people's fucking problems and bullshit. And that includes, and especially includes, these black females. So when I see stories like this, unlike most Negroes, I'm able to do one or two things. I'm either able to look outside the box, okay? Or I'm able to see things as they actually are, and not how other people are calling them. And so when I look at this whole ZaZa Ali thing, it puzzles me. It doesn't puzzle me what ZaZa Ali did, okay? I mean, she can join the club, and that's about to be the point. What puzzles me is why Negroes are so outraged about this. Now, the one thing that I keep hearing is that ZaZa Ali is biracial, as if that has anything to do with anything. Number one, you niggas love biracial people. You love white people. As a matter of fact, most of you niggas, you know, on that Hotep shit will be more than happy to exchange sexual parts with and have biracial children with a white person. So bringing up the fact that this woman is biracial, I don't understand what that has to do, from bullfoot about anything anyway, okay? But what stuns me, even more so than that, is that people are so outraged about this whole scamming black women out of $15,000. Because this is what kills me. These Negroes, since after slavery, really even during slavery, have been being scammed and controlled and manipulated for centuries. Well before the internet, social media, you know, fucking, I mean, even before the fucking civil rights movement. You Negroes have been being scammed for centuries. The massa, indoctrinating you with Christianity to keep you subservient and keep you from, rising up and killing him and his family. To tell you pushing the Southern Baptist doctrine of Christianity that tells you to pray for your enemy and love those who despitefully use you. Right? When no other culture on earth would tolerate that shit. I mean, look at the fucking Democratic Party that y'all vote for to the 90th percentile. Just Chicago alone has been Democratic for the past 70 years. It ain't done a fuck all for the black community in that 70 fucking years. As a matter of fact, things have gotten progressively worse. The modern day black church has been taking y'all money in tithes and offerings while molesting your children, humping your aunts, your grandmothers, your mothers, even your sons. Taking your money and your ass. And I don't see no outcry over that. Meanwhile, right outside the church, you got drug dealers. You got black on black crime, including murders. You got hoes prostituting on the street while they pimps. Driving around in a goddamn Cadillac or Monte Carlo. Right past the damn church, you got a damn Arab liquor store. Two buildings down from the damn church. You got a Korean beauty salon siphoning money out of the black community and putting it in their own, taking that shit back to Koreatown. You had the likes of Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, who are nothing but a bunch of fucking opportunists who've been scamming and playing y'all motherfucking ass. You have the likes of Louis Farrakhan, this fool whose teacher was a fucking pedophile, impregnating 14 and 15-year-old girls. All he's done is dress these broke niggas up and put them out on the street selling bean pies and Muhammad Speaks newspapers, while him and his family are living in a fucking mansion like fucking kings and queens. I mean, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, that fool that died from cancer, I forget his name. The one that was, humping the young men of the fucking church after he got done with the women down in, I think, Georgia. And my God, let's not even get on social media. My God, we get on social media, man, I lose count. Cynthia G, Paris Milan, Crystalline Kerosene selling black women this pipe dream, this pink package pipe dream of traveling the world and meeting men. First of all, a majority of these black females that follow the likes of Crystalline Kerosene, okay, ain't getting no man from no damn where. That's the very reason why they following her and paying $200 for this pink package bullshit anyway. Because any female, whether she be black or not, that is physically appealing enough to a man ain't got to buy no pink package or nothing. Most of these females that are going for this are, physically and psychologically unappealing. That's why they lonely in the first fucking place. Okay? You got Crystalline Kerosene scamming people. You got that dude that came on and played her for a fucking fool 2 years ago, and I tried to warn y'all about him when he came back. Veganator. He used her scam to run his own fucking scam. Veganator. Who else? Jacob Michael Mason, talking about he loved chocolate girls. He got his little money and attention. He's gone. That fucking half black Puerto Rican dude. What was his name? That used to be friends with Crystalline Kerosene. He was playing y'all ass, playing your emotions for fucking views and subscriptions. Who else played y'all ass? I mean, goddamn. You see my point though? I don't understand why is ZaZa Ali. I mean, damn. She got caught red-handed, okay. But damn, man. I mean, you might as well give her a round of applause. At least her shit came out obvious. The rest of these people been playing y'all for fools and manipulating you for fucking years, for centuries. You ain't said nothing about that in no big ass way. Now all of a sudden everybody want to jump on this biracial chick because she's biracial and she scammed y'all ass. Well, shit, everybody run game on you. I just got done making a video with a dude, that had a problem with me making a video about him. because he basically said in so many words that he changed up his entire platform because he didn't want to go against black women, because he realized that it was not business smart to do so, which means that everything he was saying 2 years ago about black women, he didn't really mean. He didn't really intend. He just jumped on the bandwagon of the likes of Tommy Sotomayor. He wasn't passionate about what he was saying. If he switches up like that, he was just doing that to, you know, build a brand for himself and turn a profit. But when that went against it, he switched up his whole brand, and now he's cool with these females. Hell, for that matter, Tommy Sotomayor. I agree with what the brother says about black women, but the reason why I fell out with him and stopped fucking with his content is because he's sleeping with the very same hair-hatted hooligans that he talks about. That is, you know, pretty much made him rich, made him a household name. So, I mean, you know, whatever side of the spectrum you're talking about, you know, whatever category you're talking about, he, you know, pro-black, hotep, I mean, that nigga Brother Polite. Them books he was selling or whatever that bullshit was. He was doing all that shit. That nigga was a drug dealer. He was a hustler to the 12th fucking power. He went from drug dealing on the goddamn street like Jay-Z to being this pro-black, you know, fucking back to Africa Israelite or some fucking shit. He talked all that shit. He talked himself right out of the fucking hood of New York City and wound up on the other side of the damn country in a little mini struggle mansion in Hollywood, California, based off of the funds that he was getting off y'all dumbass, actually believing that shit he was peddling. Then the next thing you know, like Cynthia G, he in a picture posing with white people. So y'all, I mean, y'all been being played and manipulated and kunipulated by the white people, by the Jews, by these fake pseudo pro-black fraud Negroes, by these Democrats, by these overall politicians, by these black Christian pastors, by these black Muslim leaders. Y'all been being played for a fool. Y'all been being manipulated forever. I mean, what? I mean, it's even coming out the truth in the last few years. The truth has even been coming out about Dr. Martin Luther King and what he really was, which was a damn pervert that was cheating on his fucking wife, loaded down with STDs from screwing, you know, mixed race and white prostitutes. So, I mean, now we all supposed to jump on ZaZa Ali? I mean, damn, I get this bimbo a round of applause. Hey, at least your shit is out there and it's obvious. At least they calling you for what you are. But these same niggas are still blindly, stupidly following the likes of frauds like Paris Milan and Cynthia G that talk about black talk about black men harder than Crystal and Kerrison do, that don't even care about black men. So, you know, again, going back to what I said in the very beginning, why the hell am I supposed to get outraged about a ZaZa Ali? Do you know how many fucking ZaZa Alis have played y'all dumbass? Just since I've been on here in the last 4 years. Okay? See, and that's why I don't want to hear shit from anybody about how I produce my content. Okay? Because I'm not on here like a lot of these phony motherfuckers to turn a damn profit. Okay? I made that obvious in both private correspondence with people and right here on the public. Now, if I ever so choose, then one of the reasons why I kept telling y'all I've been thinking about doing vlogging professionally, you know, at least part-time, but I haven't done it yet. And I've been on here for 4 fucking years. Because one of the things that I don't want is, I don't want my brand to get tainted with all of this bullshit, you know, and all of these accusations of shit that ain't true. You know, like, you know, oh, he just in it for the money. People love saying that dumb shit. No, everything I say has my closest personal convictions tied to it. Every once in a while, you brothers will send me a donation. But if you notice recently, I took my PayPal link down. I mean, that was for separate reasons, but it's going to be down for a while. Okay? I don't need no money from this shit. And I, you know, now kind of thinking about right now, I don't want no money from this shit. Because everything I speak from the heart. I truly believe and feel I'm not doing this to play y'all motherfucking ass for what's in your damn wallet. Okay? If you want to give me some money, donate to me because you like the message that I send, that's fine. But I'm not race hustling. I'm not race baiting. I'm not pro-black pimping y'all motherfucking ass like a lot of these frauds are on here. Some of these very black females on here, most of them. Even that chick, she got mad because I put her in a picture collage of other swirlers or former swirlers. What's her name? The old hag chick, Radical Home Goddess. Yeah. This woman admitted that she was humping up and down on a white penis 30 years ago. And her excuse was, "Oh, I was just confused. I wasn't even alive back then. I was unconscious. Yeah, now I'm woke. How the hell can you call white people devils? These were the same white people that you were having sexual relations with. I don't care how woke you are, Negro. You were woke when you was humping up and down on that white dick, and the same thing go for you fake ass niggas. Okay, so I'm still trying to wrap my head around this shit about a ZaZa Ali. Okay, everybody playing y'all. It's like Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour 2 when Jackie Chan ran up to him after they got done fighting all those goons. He was like, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?" Chris Tucker said, "Don't nobody understand the words coming out your mouth, man." Everybody playing y'all motherfucking ass. Are you serious? ZaZa Ali, man, honey, come over here and join the clan. Look, come holler at your boy Brian Salon. Somebody give her my email. Man, join the clan, baby. Come join the clan. Welcome to the China cabinet. Let me put you in this trophy case. I mean, damn. I give these people that, man. I give them that. They show they ain't benefiting the black community, but they benefiting their own black ass from Jesse Jackson to ZaZa Ali. They've been benefiting off y'all ass for decades. So let's not pretend like this is something new. And for the record, $15,000 ain't nothing compared to just what one black church in the poorest of communities. I'm not even talking about a mega church, dog. I remember 4 years ago when I was still into that Christian bullshit, and trying to find a church home after I had moved from one city to the next. I called myself trying to find a church home back, when I was still in simp and praise the Lord mode. I was trying to find a church service, and I went to this. They were having like this regional conference of black churches, and they were all down here in this one church. And I went there on like the 5th day of this conference, and the place was fucking crowded. I know it was against fire safety code. It was more people up in there than it was in the club the night before. As a matter of fact, half the motherfuckers in there was in the club from the night before. But that's a subject for another video. And these motherfuckers up front, they had the audacity like they were running some type of Sotheby's auction to start, shaking people down for money. Tried to get everybody in the church to give nothing less than $50. Now the ministers automatically, they had to give $50. Everybody that was a minister in the pulpit had to give $50. And then all the congregation, they start going down the list. Well, could you give $100? $100. Then it went down to $50 and $10 and $5. They got all the way down to $1.50. I say, damn. And they were bragging about how they had raised like $50,000 the week before, just in that one little church. Now, granted, there were other churches that had come that were, like staying in hotels or whatever for this like week-long conference. But I'm like, damn. Look, this wasn't even a mega church. We're not even talking about mega churches or conferences like this. One little tiny ass church scam y'all ass out of $15,000 a month, Negro, and then some. So if we gonna get mad at ZaZa Ali, let's get mad at the world, cause they've been playing y'all goofy ass for centuries, as I said before. They've been playing y'all ass for centuries. As a matter of fact, the other myth, and we ain't gonna even get into that right now, Abraham Lincoln. Man, since we don't fucking scam Abraham Lincoln didn't give a beggar's damn about your black ass. Let me tell you, Dr. King, we already started to expose him. Only reason Abraham Lincoln decided to add, slavery as an excuse for the American Civil War during his Emancipation Proclamation, and you can look this shit up. It was a political move to discourage England and France from entering the war on the side of the Confederacy. Because at the time, the cotton industry was the main industry, in the United States. And it was a very valuable commodity that was used for making everything from clothes to even certain machines. Okay? And Europe was very dependent on cotton. So when the American Civil War broke out, England and France, particularly, they threatened to send their armies to join on the side of the Confederacy. Abraham Lincoln knew this shit would be a disaster, but he also knew that both France and England had abolished slavery. Okay, when the American Civil War first started, it didn't have nothing to do directly with that. The Confederates, they wanted to secede from the Union, for several reasons, including slavery, but it wasn't just about slavery, okay? Abraham Lincoln made the American Civil War about slavery. It was a political move to keep the English and the French out of the Civil War, okay? If he said this is about slavery and we're fighting to free the slaves, then England and France ain't coming over here on the side of these crackers. So we ain't got to worry about fighting for it being 3-on-1, fucking mob rule. And that's the reason why he promised to free the slaves if the Union Army won. Abraham Lincoln didn't care nothing about y'all either. That whole thing in history about Abraham Lincoln being an abolitionist, he wasn't no damn abolitionist. I mean, he wasn't no slave owner either, but he thought that black people were like part simian and part human. Now, he didn't hate black people, but he kind of felt sorry for black people like a person would feel sorry for like a stray dog. He didn't even think we were fully human. Okay? So, again, people been playing y'all ass and using y'all ass as a pawn, including for financial benefits for years. Why are we gonna pretend like it's something new now? Huh? Oh, even old Abe's old crusty ass was using y'all. ZaZa Ali, are you serious? $15,000, baby, come on over here, holler at your boy Brian Solange. Man, they can't say nothing about you. Join the club. Everybody playing you niggas. Talk to you later, guys.
Wanna talk some shit, turn around and then they gossiping just like a bitch. Frontin' on the gram, Snapchat and Twitter. The way you run your mouth, switching places with your sister. Hear the rules, watch your mouth when you're talking to mama. CEO, tycoon, and mogul chick, yeah, that chick. Let's quote the facts, bitch, let's keep it accurate. Have you niggas suckers at heart sporting a thug kid. Skirt for courage or crack under pressure.